When you attack us, you will see our faces. Not our backs, but our faces.
President Zelensky addressing Putin, his nation and the world as Russian troops poured across Ukraine's border on February 24th, 2022.
The distinct sound of explosions on the horizon here in Kiev.
Zelensky's words would set the tone for a David versus Goliath war that has defied all odds.
Despite having multiple chances to evacuate, the actor turned politician has stayed in Kyiv.
Our troops are here. Our citizens are here. We are here.
When the invasion began, many expected the Ukrainian resistance to crumble within days.
Against all odds and doom and gloom scenarios, Ukraine didn't fall. Ukraine is alive and kicking.
The country's unexpected resolve reinforced by tens of billions of dollars in military aid from Western countries.
It's a possible turning point in the war in Ukraine. Kyiv's forces have retaken control of yet another Russian military stronghold.
Zelensky, an unlikely war hero who has both shamed and inspired Western nations, reminding us that democracy is worth fighting for.
The Australian government will provide an additional $30 million in military aid to Ukraine.
All world history textbooks will have a section, Times when Ukraine united the world, when democracy grew teeth again.
This week, President Biden became the first modern sitting US president to enter an active war zone.
1 year ago, the world was bracing for the fall of Kyiv. Well, I can report Kyiv stands strong. Kyiv stands proud. It stands tall. And most important, it stands free.
While Ukraine's resistance remains strong, Russia currently controls about 18% of the country, both sides vowing to fight to the bitter end.
Responsibility lies fully with the West. They started the war, and we are using force to stop it.
After 365 days of bloodshed, how and when this conflict will end is far from clear.
A year of full-scale war. A year of our invincibility. Glory to Ukraine.
And Ukraine's ambassador to Australia, Vasyl Myroshnychenko, joins us now. Vasyl, 1 year into this war, just how battle-weary is your country?
It's been extremely difficult for the past year. Many things have happened. Many displaced people, many killed, lots of damage to the infrastructure. Nevertheless, Ukrainians are resilient. Ukrainians believe, 95% of those believe we're going to win. So Ukraine is standing strong, defending Ukraine, defending democracy, defending our sovereignty.
Ambassador, today you outlined 6 key features that you think will secure a victory for Ukraine. Key to that is fighting as long as it takes. How long do you think that will be?
Well, for us to be able to fight, we need to have military assistance and military aid, which is coming from different partners. And of course, it must be consistent, it must be substantive and systematic. And most importantly, military aid must be goal-oriented. For last year, that assistance was actually for making sure that Ukraine can win, or Ukraine could defend the country. And this year, it's all about the victory. So it's important that our allies get united around that one idea of winning, standing strong for democracy, standing strong for the values and human rights.
Vasyl, China has today called for a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. How much stock do you put in that? Do you believe, does it give you any hope?
We urge China to use their leverage over Russia to convince Russians to withdraw from Ukraine and to end this war.
Is that saying that you believe a ceasefire is possible?
No, if ceasefire is possible when Russians withdraw from Ukraine. This is when we're going to achieve the ceasefire.
But isn't it possible that some kind of cessation of hostilities might lead to withdrawal of Russian troops from Ukrainian territory?
We don't believe the Russians. It's been going on for 9 years. Russians have invaded Ukraine 9 years. They've annexed territories. They've been out there violating Ukraine's sovereignty. It's only the complete withdrawal of the Russian troops which can lead to some sort of negotiations eventually. And I think Ukraine was very clear on that. We are not compromising on our land. We're not compromising on our territory. If anybody wants to do it, I would certainly encourage those countries to compromise their land and territory for that.
Ambassador, today you described Ukraine as a stronghold of democracy. What makes you most proud of your country?
Look, I'm very proud of Ukraine's resilience, and we've seen it during the past year. I'm very proud of freedom that we have and for the freedom-loving country we are. We often say that freedom is religion in Ukraine. And also I'm very proud of the unity that Ukraine has been able to demonstrate. Unity has united Ukrainians from all parts of Ukraine, of different ethnic origins, of different religions, of different languages they use. Everybody is united to fight Russia, to fight the enemy, to fight the invader of the country.
Ambassador, thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot for having me.